What's up everybody, my name is Sen, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video we're talking about the ending of the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves open beta test. So the beta for this game has come and gone, and there's a lot of mixed feelings about it, and honestly none of which being related to the gameplay of the game. Out of what it seems, there's a lot of echoing thoughts about the same things, about how the game itself is actually pretty fun to play, but everything surrounding the game is not as fun to trek through. My experience is the same. I didn't play for as long as I want to. I'm a busy human. I have a full-time job just like a lot of the rest of us. I wasn't as in love with the game as everyone else seemed to be. First things first, all the problems, you know, a little bit of a clunky UI, a little bit of like sluggishness, all that, and then the connectivity problems with not being able to connect to players. Obviously that's a huge problem. The netcode itself was functionable. I think Street Fighter set the bar so high for how netcode should feel. Anything lesser than... it just feels a little rough, man. Like I said, on the actual gameplay itself, everyone seems to be pretty positive. I'm not negative on it, I just wanted something else. To be honest, I didn't really know what to expect when it came to SNK games. I don't have a history of playing these games, and... yeah, I mean, it was fine. I did have fun with the game. I'm not going to say I had like a bad time playing the game. It's just what I want out of a game right now isn't exactly City of the Wolves. City of the Wolves elected to take the simple characters with deep, kind of rich mechanics, which it feels as if a lot of games are going that route. That might not necessarily be true, but it just feels that way. The biggest tallies towards that would be something like Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising or DNF Duel. Even though I definitely had my fair share of fun with Granblue, I was never in love with the game either. I had my fun with it, but was kind of very open to moving on to what seemed to be greener pastures. I think this game is fine. I think this game is fun. Once again, it just wasn't what I was looking for. Funnily enough, even though I'm not in love with this game, I actually recently entered a local bracket for this game as kind of a happenstance thing. All I said was like, oh, hey, I'm totally willing to enter if you guys have an open spot. He said yes, so I kind of entered out of happenstance for not playing the game for, at this point, months upon months. I did not do well, but I did have fun. My initial impression was even lower than like I would later stumble upon, because I thought the routing was so basic, and in ways it still kind of is. It's really advanced by EX special moves being like your main combo routing tool for anything kind of sophisticated and any kind of bigger damage. And when I did dig into that, my opinion did go up a little bit. But even so, it really made me think as if games in the modern era are just putting shackles on what the players can do, and kind of breaks off those shackles when you use any of the system mechanics. That's exactly how I felt about when I cracked into Guilty Gear Strive. But the more I thought about it, and this is not a one-for-one comparison by any means or measure, but the more I thought about the game, the more it reminded me of Street Fighter V, actually. Now, I know that this sounds weird, and it's just for one major thing. It comes from single hit confirming into, like, your major combos. And you could even maybe synonymize the fact that you have to spend EX meter to get any kind of real combos. That's not entirely the case, but it was something that popped into my head, and I didn't feel like it was misplaced. Once again, that is not one for one how the game is. The game is not Street Fighter V. But something else that kind of made me think of the synonymization between these two games, and I don't even know if that's a word, is I feel as if Fatal Fury is in kind of a spot where they have to launch. I don't know how well SNK is doing as a company, but it was very similar to how Street Fighter's predicament was, where they kind of had to launch or Capcom was going to be in a real hurt locker. I don't know shit about SNK's financial standing. They might be doing great for all I know. The first thing that was really striking about this game was, obviously enough, its art style. It kind of made me think of what we always wanted Marvel Infinite to be, and obviously we got that with Marvel vs. Capcom Beyond. I ended up playing Rock in the beta, and unfortunately enough, the character that I actually wanted to play wasn't in the beta version of the game. I had a decent little bit of fun with Rock. At first, when I cracked into the game on PC, and I was stumbling and bumbling around. I did really poorly in my like rank assessment, but then re-downloading the beta on PS5 after I kind of knew what I was doing, I placed much higher. I don't remember what my placement was. It likely wasn't anything that impressive, but regardless, there was just a barrier in the way of me placing better. The character in question actually being on the front art right here, Marco Rodriguez. I am a big fan of karate practitioners, even though I never practiced it myself. But yeah, I was just a little sad that he wasn't in there. And if I do pick up this game, I will likely crack into him. I don't know if he'd be a main per se, I'm not sure. But out of how it stands right now, I don't feel like this game is a premier price game. I don't feel like this is a $60 title. It feels much more, and I'm sorry if this insults anyone, this feels a lot more like a $40 kind of title. I don't know, maybe, I was really hoping by the end of the beta that I'd have a change of heart and really feel as if this was shaping up to be, like a main game spot for me, like a game I could really sink my teeth into. I just don't get that impression right now. Out of how it stands right now, it feels like I'm getting the same feelings of what this game elated for me, just in a different package. And that's not per se a bad thing. It's just not what I'm looking for in a new game right now. To be completely honest with you, the games I'm really looking forward to are, of course, 2XKO, like the fucking rest of the world. And actually, a little bit Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. I don't know the politics going on with that game. I just want something a little crazy. Something that I can get hectic when I play it. I'm sure if you guys have been a long time viewer, I have a history with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ was my first fighting game that I got into. I love the craziness and combo potential of this game. I loved digging my teeth into this game. If I did not play this game and got into the FGC before then, I would undoubtedly have been a Marvel player. I like tag games. I like the craziness that ensues for it. And games in this generation just kind of aren't offering that. Give me another tag game, give me another versus game, whatever the case may be. Like, give me a Tatsunoko versus Capcom 2, give me a Capcom versus SNK 3, give me a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. I don't know, I just want some craziness to dig into. And we kind of haven't been getting that. Okay, let's end with a game of Street Fighter. I actually recently just hit Master, and I'm busy tanking my MMR. And we could talk about that a different time, but, you know, obviously I'm getting my beat up so I can actually figure out where I really belong. And I'm actually not in the best condition to play because I actually just got home from work. So I'm tired, I'm beat up. Oh, nice walk back, you fucking... Okay, EX Fireball. Demon Flip. Yeah, people have been perfect parry anti-airing. Nice, good anti-air. Okay, so he plays quite solid. Into throw, sure. Okay, jab and sweep, I see. What the fuck? He was able to recover from that? Okay, he likes the throw game. I'm gonna EX. All we're just gonna do is go in a safe jump here. Back throw, shimmy. Safe jump again. Nice reversal. We almost brought that back. It was a hard call. I think pressing was the right call, even though I got hit there. He likes to go for throw a lot, so we'll mind that. Oh, I didn't get my save jump. Nice, good anti here. He plays very solid. Go for back throw here. Nice shimmy. Fucked up my shimmy, that's fine. Nice, good challenge. I fucked up the combo there. Thank you for using meter, I appreciate that. We can still cinch this one away. Let's lock in. gonna go right into level 3, keep the Burnout alive. Decent combo, I spent a lot of meter on it. Nice jump out. Nice, that actually killed. I'm surprised there. Yeah, I don't know where I'll actually end up sitting by the time I'm sitting comfortably in MMR. I assume around 1300-ish. I really don't care where. I was just happy to acquire Master. Safe jump here, of course. Actually, we'll just go for throw. Nice tech. That's far. I'm going to take that fireball. Forward heavy punch, chipping away at the drive a little bit. He really likes going for that. Did not mean to sweep there. Safe jump, of course. Yeah, I had a feeling. This guy's greedy on my plus frames. He'll probably stop doing it since I respected that option now. I'm just gonna go for throw. Light fireball here. Oh, nice EX though. Get low forward. Burns himself out. I don't feel too bad about this. Okay, recovers drive gauge. We didn't spend a ton there. If I just crouched, that would have been good. I assume that's a save jump. I did spend... Shit. Let's go, baby. Alright, well, I managed to pull off the victory in a half-dead state. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to not just my channel, but my friends' channels as well. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.